What's up guys, Drifts and Lifts here. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a little while here, but I figured I'd do an update of kind of what's going on with my Volvo drift life and what you guys are going to expect in the next little while here. So yeah, as you can see, this is the black 740. There's not really many videos on my YouTube of it, but on my Instagram there's a few. But anyways, this was like my drift car. I use it at the track quite a bit. I've probably done 8 to 10 track events in it. But yeah, so I mean, I live in a townhouse here, and as you can see, there's only so much parking. This is my rental tenant, so she takes up one spot. I got one spot for my 940 in the driveway, and then I basically have one in the garage and a shit ton of Volvo parts. So I decided this car needs a new axle. Well, sorry, it needed. It needs a new axle. It needed a new steering rack. I lost the key for it as well, so it needed a new ignition tumbler. What else was fucked up on it? The compression on the engine was getting kind of shitty. Like, you know, it still ran good and still pulled nice, but it was about 130, 135, 145, 140 as far as numbers for each cylinder goes. So whereas my 940, I compression tested it, and that was 150 on every cylinder. So it's a way more fresh engine. So it's kind of a better base to start from when you want to make some power and build like a solid engine. But yeah, so this car had a lot of cool parts on it though, and I basically I've taken most of it off today. So it had modded knuckles as well, just like my 940 does, for excellent steering angle. It had an IPD turbo cam, and it also had a really fucking sweet turbo, which I took off, and I'm probably gonna throw on the 940. So this one right here is it's a Garrett T3 T4 hybrid turbo. So I guess it's an AR63 exhaust housing with a 60 trim compressor housing. And as you guys see, we modded the exhaust housing so the exhaust goes right out the hood, which is a little bit aggressive, but it's kind of cool. And for a track car, it's pretty dope because I clamp this big exhaust tip on it, and it basically makes a big hood stack way out the hood, and people think it's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're taking this apart. Basically why I'm doing this is to free up room in my garage. I want to be able to roll my 940 in here and park it and, you know, work on it and stuff like that. Like, I'm literally flooded with shit. There's parts everywhere in my garage. I need to, I'm gonna get some shelves and post them up right here, and then stack trannies on the bottom, intake manifolds, heads, and blah 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 on the second one. I'll figure it out when I get there. But yeah, so another thing you guys should stay tuned for that I'm really stoked is tomorrow I'm going to be welding the diff on my $200 naturally aspirated automatic transmission 740. So if you guys watch my vids, that's the 740 that I used in the Can You Drift an Automatic Open Diff Volvo 740 vid. So now it's not going to be open diff. It's going to have a welded, and it's going to be fucking awesome because in the rain, I'm not going to expect to drift it in the dry. It's just too gutless. But in the rain, it's going to be a fucking blast. I can already tell. I'm going to leave it stock suspension. So stock ride height, it's going to be flopping all over the place. But I think it's going to be fucking hilarious. And actually, on October 16th, there's a track event at Agassiz Speedway. So I'm gonna enter that, praying that it's raining. If it's not raining, I'm probably gonna take the 940. But if it fucking rains, I'm gonna be taking the auto NA car with the welded diff, and it's gonna be hilarious. So stay tuned for that. Pray for rain, basically. Yeah, sorry guys, I haven't posted up a video in a little while of street drifting and stuff. It's just really tough to get out and street drift all the time and be filming videos. I'm pretty busy. I work 5 days a week and stuff like that. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm still here. I'm going to be continuing on filming. This weekend, I'm going to try to get out and film something. Maybe actually, if all goes well, it'll rain this weekend and I could film like a hilarious video of me doing some crazy stunts in the freshly welded diff with the NA car. So yeah. Yeah, another thing, I think, yeah, so this 940, if you guys watch my other vids, You know, it's got a 16T turbo, it's chipped and stuff, it's got bigger injectors, it runs 17 pounds of boost. But the thing it doesn't have is a camshaft, like an aftermarket cam. So I took the IPD turbo cam, which is a really good cam for this motor. Like it sets the RPM, like the power band up in the higher RPM range. So combined with the chip that the 940 has, that'll be like a really nice sweet spot for it. From 4,000 RPM to 65, it's gonna pull fucking really good. So also this Garrett turbo that was on this car previously, the exhaust housing flows so much better. Same with the compressor housing. Like the compressor housing it's a really good turbo for this motor essentially. It's not too big. It still spools right around 3,300 RPM, which is not bad at all. And yeah, so if I put the cam and that turbo in the 940 combined with the injectors, 17 pounds of boost, and the chipped ECU with all the gutted interior, I think I'm going to be snapping M46 transmissions pretty soon here. But we'll see, because I've never actually snapped an M46 from too much power. So I think with those mods, it'll be right around the point where it's going to start failing third gear. But we'll see when we get there, right? So fuck it. Anyways, hope you guys liked the vid. Quick and short, but that's kind of the update, what's going on. Definitely stay tuned for the welded diff on the NA car. It's going to be fucking hilarious. I'm stoked. Anyways, guys, peace out. Have a good one.